what's happening? This is Toasty, and I'm bringing you guys an OU match on Pokemon Online, this time against Diego. I'll link you to his channel down below. Just give the description a little look at. Now, if you hear some background noise, I really can't help it. Someone's mowing outside. I want to record while I'm between studying and shit like that. So I'm taking summer courses, as you guys know. But enough of me rambling. I suppose I'll get on with the match. Alright, he's going to lead off the Rotom Wash. I'm leading off with my Landers. I knew the Landers would be able to outspeed the Rotom Wash, excuse me, I forgot what it's called. So I was just going to go for U-turn. Earthquake wouldn't affect it. Stone Edge and Hammer Arm both have a chance to miss, and I didn't know if Hammer Arm could take it out. So I didn't want to take any big risks. But I threatened out the Fortress with Heatran, and I'm able to set up my rocks. As I switch into Heather, I knew Heather would appreciate the Choice Scarf, or be able to take the Volt Switch or Hydro Pump. Wasn't really fearing that too much. Now, after U-turn, Heather has enough bulk to be able to survive it, so I thought that by setting up a substitute, I could start getting some Calm Minds up and shenanigans like that. But he switches in Fortress. Now, Fortress, I don't want setting up any hazards because I don't have any Rapid Spinners on this team. That's one of the flaws of this team, unfortunately. So I decided that the Focus Blast would probably be the best hit, or best thing to hit him with. And here he does break my substitute, but I'm not really too afraid. Even though he switches in Jirachi, I knew at this point Heather's pretty much death fodder. I might as well try to take out Jirachi with a little bit of a bang. So I did not miss any of my Focus Blasts. I was really, really fortunate. And he's just going to try to get the switch initiative, but unfortunate for him, I am going to be able to choose what I want to bring in. So I bring in Latios. Latios is going to be able to resist the Volt Switch, Hydro Pump. If it tries to trick me, it's going to get an Expert Belt, which would have been kind of annoying. But I would have gotten a Choice Scarf and be able to outspeed a lot of things. Now, I went for the Ice Beam because I knew he would switch out, but I wasn't quite sure what he'd switch out for. And so here, most T-Tars, if it's a T-Tar Latios situation, if I don't carry Surf, I'm just going to stay in Draco Meteor because he's going to pursue me. But here he sets up a substitute, which is a little awkward for me. So I feel safe enough to switch out into Cheryl, which is my physical wall. Cheryl will be able to take on whatever this T-Tar wants to throw out at me. And he goes for a Crunch, so it tells me it's more of a physical variant. Now, I hit him with the Scald, and I just realized just now, well, not just now, but during the match, I realized it was a sub-punching. So if he went for the Focus Punch when I switched out, Cheryl probably wouldn't have stuck around as long in the match, but he said he was trying to play it safe, just go for a Crunch. He didn't want to over-predict too much, but throughout this entire match, I really didn't feel much pressure, to be honest, but it's still a fun match nonetheless. But I'm going to protect to see what he's going to go for. He predicted me to switch out and go for the Hydro Pump, so he's locked in the Hydro Pump. He's going to be forced to switch out, and I get a free Wish. So I am feeling pretty confident right now. But as I said, I'm going to go for the Wish as he goes for either a Dragon Dance or a substitute. I knew that if it wasn't a bulkier Dragon, I could probably break its Scald with a substitute. But here he goes for Roost, just to try to recover some of the Stealth Rock damage. And I'm going to go for some Scalds because I want this thing burned. I do not want this thing to set up DDs and then sweep through my entire team. I've already had too many of those situations with Tom. But luckily enough for me, he gets a burn. But he shows me his Roar, which I don't usually see Roar on Dragonites too much. They usually just tend to be more physically offensive, going to kick the shit out of everything. But oh well. And I went for a Stone Edge. I knew if he stayed in, I could take out that D-Knight. I knew if he wanted to switch into Landers, I could probably take it out with a Stone Edge. So I went for my second Stone Edge, but oh, it sucks so badly that I missed the Stone Edge. But here he told me he wanted to go for the HP Ice, and that would have definitely taken out Pyramid Head. There's no doubt. But he should have tried to play a little bit more risky. Not ballsy, risky, because apparently ballsy is only a word for men. Anyway, he gets a crit on the Hydro Pump. I kind of think that mattered. James would have lived with a little bit of HP, but now I suppose thinking about it, Sandstorm probably would have killed off James, so it really didn't matter in the end. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I missed my Hammer Arm. I was so annoyed by that. I thought the Rotom was going to come in for sure. But Hammer Arm's not going to be able to kill off the D-Knight, so I'm going to switch into Harry. With this thing burned, Dragonite's not going to do too much to me. I'm not really afraid of this Dragonite anymore. The best they can do is roar me out. But I went for the Toxic. I promise you guys it made sense because I figured he would switch out. I honestly believed he wouldn't stand to Harry. But to each their own, I suppose. So I'm going to roar that little thing out. So next time it comes in, it gets some stealth, rock damage, and all the shenanigans. And I roar him out to T-Tar, which isn't the best, matchup for me. But he's going to double switch out in the Landorus, which was interesting. He said he predicted the Scrafty coming in. I don't really care because this Scrafty carries Ice Punch. I'm going to be able to kick the shit out of this Landorus and this Dragonite. And I was ready to go with Scrafty. I really wanted Scrafty to have this, little bit of, sunshine. What is it called? Spotlight. There we go. And he brings in Landorus, even though he knew I was carrying the Ice Punch, and he thought that Earthquake would be able to take me out. But one thing a lot of people forget is that Scrafty, is pretty bulky on both aspects. A little bit more physically bulky than special defensively bulky. But I honestly don't think you should underestimate the power of Scrafty. Anyway, I'm going to go for the Hammer Arm because I know I'll be able to take out the T-Tar with the Hammer Arm, and if I don't miss, it'd be great. But thank you very much, Diego, for the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's 2 battles in one day, but I thought I'd give you Pokemon viewers a little bit more battles because I know you guys like those, and I know I haven't been uploading those as much as my LPs. And like, comment, subscribe, add to your favorites, all the good stuff. And for all those that watch my Pokemon battles, I know not all of you watch my LPs. Would you guys like to see me do a ROM hack LP of some sort? Pokemon, so you guys would get like a little bit of an LP too, along with my just solely LP viewers. So just leave a little comment down in the section below and just, get back to me about it whenever you guys feel like it. But yeah, until next time, guys, peace out.